you're gonna have a lot of Gen Z people have no idea what to do. Like, we're gonna run out of food and power and energy like so fast your head would spin. Like you know how like hocus pocus, I do random magic tricks on YouTube. Welcome back to Jeremy the Entrepreneur with another video. Gen Z is burning out in life. We're burning out, so burn! Burning out! We're burning on fire. That's from inflation, gas prices, the Great Depression that we may be in right now. And this is easily a Great Depression. And, you know, and later in the video, I want to talk about me being in the gas station brawl, like a fight, kind of. So later in the video, I'm going to talk about that, like in the affordability and the power grid energy failures that may be going out soon. Like, gas prices are currently $4.14. So, like, when I think about the gas prices, I was like, oh wait, this is kind of expensive. Like, when I drive by, I'm seeing $4.14 of gas. I'm like, wait, wasn't it like $3 yesterday? It was literally like a dollar last month, and now it jumped up like 30%. Like, how is that affordable? Nothing in this life is affordable anymore. It used to be affordable, not anymore. So stuff is costing what? $4 for a tank of gas? How can we possibly afford that? We can't. We can't even afford the basics in life. Just groceries and everything's becoming more and more expensive, and you wonder why I crash out in life. You wonder why I crash out, like being unemployed, not having a job for a year. You wonder why I start freaking out. And especially these boomers, you should start freaking out on these boomers a lot. Because, you know what? They started this. They started this with the inflation and everything, and now we're in like endless wars and all this stuff, and the dollar's crashing and everything's becoming worthless. But if gas keeps going up in price, we're going to eventually have $6 of gas like in California. Like, we're not in California. I'm just in Pennsylvania. And it's not even that nice over here. It's pretty shitty over here. It's like, not everyone's nice to you. Everyone's mean. Just like in the gas station when I got in a brawl earlier today over the gas prices. You gotta fight for stuff in life. And I was fighting for the gas prices when, you know, they were like driving around the gas station. I'm gonna get later in the video, like I said, talking about that. Make sure you share the video, and subscribe and like the video. It boosts me up to get people watching my channel, YouTube channel, because I'm trying to have more subscribers. But like, you wonder why I crash out. That I'm burning out from how hard this life actually is. Like, life went from like level 1 to level 10 of hard over the last couple of years. So life is becoming harder and harder and harder. But life is not becoming easier. It's becoming increasingly more difficult to survive or have any type of life at all. Have any type of life at all that may be meaningful to you or me or anybody. And maybe life has no meaning anymore. I don't know. Well, at least the politicians and stuff like that, they don't care about us. The government, they don't give a shit about us either. Nobody really cares about us. That's why we're kind of going into Great Depression. Kind of, you know, and it's kind of windy out. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall on the ground when I'm recording this YouTube video, so try to hold a little bit. But in 6 minutes, I want to talk about the Great Depression, what's actually going on. 10 minutes in this video, we're 4 minutes into it. Like, it's just weird. Like, stuff is getting weirder and weirder. Like, when I see the gas is $4.17, like, that's weird. Because shouldn't it be going down? Like, why are we paying $4 for gas? It should be $1. And when I get treats and snacks at the gas station, they cost like $4 each. Like, what is going on? And they keep lowering our wages, and we can't afford anything. It's like most of the time it's these fucking, it's like the boomers' fault. It really is. A lot of shit that's going on, the gas prices and all this stuff, it's it's their fault, and they say it's, oh, not just work harder in life. I'm working harder, and all these people are either like these delivery apps and like ride share and stuff like that, being their own taxis, and can't even afford anything in life, and it's just going to get worse before it gets better. Like, if we shouldn't have to work to live. Like, why do we work to live? It sucks. It sucks to work to live. And like, to even get to your low-paying job, now you need to pay $4.17 a gallon just to get to your low-paying job. I'm not even saying talking about paying tolls. So you're paying tolls as well. You're paying tolls and you're going to your shitty job. Oh, I'm going to my shitty job. Or if you're unemployed like me, oh, I'm going to an interview. Hopefully they hire me. Maybe someone actually gives a shit. Nobody actually cares. But like, we're going to these job interviews and they're offering like $17 an hour. Like, $17 an hour maybe 15 or 20 years ago is good. But not nowadays. $17 an hour, it's really $15 an hour after taxes, if you think about it. Think about that. $15 is or $17 is $15 after taxes. It's like life is progressively getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't know what the actual outcome of this situation is. That is like we're leading into the depression, kind of like a slow, like horrific depression, like something that shit you never seen before. So imagine that we have like the global issue, the global catastrophe that happened in 2020. Now we have hyperinflation. Now we have wars that are affecting power grids soon, possibly, and then we're going to fall into the Great Depression. It's just been a bad luck. Like, the last 6 years, it felt like nothing. It felt like, like the last 6 years, it just flew by. It really did. It wasn't easy. It was just mostly difficult. Life was just really difficult. And then I cry. I cry at the end of the night, when I'm unemployed and live in my mom's basement. I cry, and I'm crying and crying in sorrow of what is life. What is life? And I'm like trying to fill up my car that I'm about to default on because I make no money because I'm unemployed. And it's like, when can I have it easy? When's my lucky break? I don't get any lucky break. Like, we just keep getting screwed over and over and over again. We just keep screwed over. And then, like, earlier today, and I'm unemployed, and this person's cursing at me. I start brawling, getting into a fight and stuff like that. And it's like, nah, man, this shit's not for me. This shit's not for me. And it's probably the area I live in right now. It's just a hostile, environment that I worked in. But everyone's like depressed and angry and anxious and hate their wives and think marriage was a scam, and all that other stuff. But like, the gas prices just go up, The gas prices keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and fucking away and flying away, And even though our cars, like, people have $1,000 car payments now, like, it's crazy. Like, we should be investing that money, not paying for a stupid car that has an engine on that can blow up at any fucking second, or or the people driving like maniacs while gas is expensive, crashing into other people. It's just hard. It's just like, life is hard. It really is. And when I like pull up and I keep seeing the gas keep increasing in price, I'm like, how is the class, like the normal working family, even going to afford anything? Like, they can't even afford groceries. They can't afford anything, nowadays. It's just going to get worse before it gets better. And this catastrophe is really in the making. It's just like, this catastrophe is caused by inflation, if you think about it. So inflation. Hey, UPS truck. So he just like driving away, stopped. Oh, now he's going. He's turning around. So he's a shipment truck. So he's turning around right now. He's doing his job. He's a good boy. He's working for his wages. He's working probably for like $15 an hour. That UPS driver, something like that. I think they actually make more. Don't they make like $30 an hour nowadays? But Like, it's a crash out vibe of life right now. I'm just surprised that nobody actually cares, that we're going into the Great Depression. Like, or maybe people care and they just don't give a shit anymore. That's why I see. So like, these restaurants, so like, the Great Depression is a vibe. It really is. We're like back in the Stone Age and stuff like that. We're working for nothing at all. Like, what are we even working for anymore? If we can't afford life, we're in the Great Depression, what are we even working for? I mean, I'll tell you what I'm working for. I'm working for nothing. So, like, if you get bad customer service, just understand we're working for nothing over here. We're really working for absolutely nothing. Maybe we'll provide good customer service some point in time when we actually get fairly paid, but right now, these normal workers that work at these 9-to-5 jobs, they give poor, shitty service. And you know why they give shitty service? Because they get paid shit, And stick them up, And some of these fast food workers, maybe you have to get in brawls and stuff with them because they give such shitty service and get your order wrong constantly. It's just whatever, dude. Great Depression vibe, and that's what I'm going to say nowadays. We're a Great Depression vibe. When someone tries to fight me over a Happy Meal, Great Depression vibe. I mean, working for nothing's fun, but Gen Z is so burned out. That's the thing. Like, we're so, tired of being tired. We're tired of being tired. And no one wants to date anymore. No one wants to be in a relationship. It's just horrible. It really is. It's just like no one wants to have fun time or drink anymore. We're just working for nothing. That's the sad part about everything. Just like work. We're just in the Stone Age of this shitty existence we call life, and we're like, oh, this is normal. This is not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal that we wake up in depression. It's not. And you can't convince me, boomers, that it is, because it's not. We're so burned out from this existence that we just need to reset the clock. I think we just need to start over. Just like, or we need to move to another country. Nah. Maybe we need to move to Mexico or Canada or move away from this shitty place, Because none of this stuff, we're in the Great Depression because we have no savings in our bank account. We have nothing to live for, kind of. It's pretty depressing, So actually, let me look up on my iPad now. Let's use some technology. Let's look up Great Depression. When was the last Great Depression? Let's look this up. Not now. When was the last Great Depression? Let's see here. The last Great Depression was severe global economic downturn, the last from 1929 to 1939. Sources: it began with the U.S. stock market crash in October 1929, lasting over a decade and causing widespread bank failures, high unemployment, and drastically reduced industrial production. Let's see what these workers... Hold on, let me show you an image of what they actually look like. This is time period of the Great Depression. I voted for... I don't know if you guys can see this. These are what people looked like in 1929. They actually look professional. Like now, us Gen Z, we wear like cargo pants and all this other shit. That's not professional at all. But all these people look pretty well dressed. Let's see. Here you go. All these guys look pretty well dressed, and where did that go from? Like, why are we like Gen Z? We're just wearing whatever the fuck we want to wear in this Great Depression kind of vibe. That's so like the outfits of what Gen Z wear. Let me actually look that up now. Like, we're going kind of a little off topic, but let's look this up. Gen Z. Have anybody heard of the Gen Z stare? A Gen Z depression stare. Let's look that up, actually. Gen Z depression stare. Huh. And if you work a normal job, you know what I mean. Look at that. That's a Gen Z stare. Of depression. Of lost. Of that woman is lost. Let's look up another one. Gen Z stare. So like imagine pull up the McDonald's and you see a Gen Z stare like this. You're like, ah, you know, that's like McDonald's. You get, like any. I'm not gonna call that McDonald's. I'm saying any fast food place. You get pretty bad service, you know. And like even though it's a depression, everything costs like a Happy Meal costs like $15. You can't get mad at me that you get the order wrong. Like no cap. If you get pissed at me that the order wrong, it's like I'm gonna start a brawl. Like I'm like. Fight is gonna break out. Fight's gonna break out, and you know, and it's like fight me over this Happy Meal. Let's go. Fight me, little old me. Let's fight over a Happy Meal. You know, Great Depression vibe. Let's go. You know, like. Working for nothing. You know, these fast food workers, they have attitudes too. Like, even though they're burned out, Gen Z's burned out, like, they're like, go get your own refills. Go. It's not our problem, it's your fault. Well, how is it not your fault? You're the employee. I'm just the customer. Don't Gen Z stare at me. Fix the issue. That's why all these Gen Zers are getting fired, mostly because of the boomers. But you guys are getting fired because you don't give a shit. I'm just saying what's actually going on. And the boomers are starting to not give a shit too, because it's like the cycle of bullcrap, just like it's a full circle. Cycle of bullcrap. Like the one person doesn't give a shit, and then the next person doesn't give a shit, and then the next person doesn't give a shit. Like it's a whole like loop. You know, people just not giving a shit. I'm just so tired of people not caring at all. Like, why should I care when you don't give a shit? Like, the boomers and the Gen Z. Like, if someone... Let's look this up. If someone Gen Z stares at me... Let's look at the Gen Z stare again. 1 second. Haha. That's a funny picture. Look at that. Gen Z stare. Haha. So, what is a Gen Z stare? Like, I don't know if you guys notice that at fast food places, people just like not giving a fuck about their jobs anymore. It's a viral social phenomenon characterized by deadpan, blank, and often expression given in response to a question or conversation. So you ask the Gen Z employee something, and they're just Gen Z stare at you, and like, oh, that like that's actually hilarious because no one actually gives a shit, you know, like. And who are you gonna blame? You know, you gotta. At some point in life, somebody actually has to give a shit. You know, somebody actually has to care. Okay, so we're only 18 minutes in the video. Let's get into the tea. Let's talk about the gas station brawl fight. Gas station brawl fight. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Gen Z stare. Gen Z stare time. Let's go, baby. Like the video and share while you're at it. Let's talk about the brawl. Alright, so I pull up at the gas station, minding my own business. Might I add, I'm just refilling my gas as normal. And this person's parked behind me. Get this, it's busy, it's hella busy, there's traffic behind me. And this person's just like behind me, just like parked up, right? And he's like looking out the window, he's like this. Like Gen Z staring me down. I'm like, and while I'm just like pumping my gas, I'm like, excuse me, sir? Excuse me. And he's like, when are you going to be done? And I'm like, when am I going to be done? I'm pumping gas here. Don't you understand? I'm pumping fucking gas right now. And he's like, better hurry up. And then I got pissed. I just started like cursing him out and flipped him off. And he's like, and then he got really pissed. He got out of his car and just slammed the door as loud as you can hear. Slammed the door. And he walks up to me. I'm like, you better calm the fuck. I was like, you better calm the fuck down right now, buddy. And he's like, make me calm down, make me calm down right now. I'm like, you better calm the fuck down. And he got back into his car and slammed the door again. I'm like, this motherfucker behind me. I'm like, now I'm really pissed off right now. Gen Z stare time. Like, now we're really pissed, And like, once while I was pumping gas, and get this, I got a banana in my car, and I threw it right at his car, right? I threw the banana as hard as I can at his car, and he's like, opened the door again, slammed the door. I'm like, this crazy fucking, I was like, we're in the Great Depression shit right now. Like, this is what goes on. Like, this is how I'm treated. This is how I'm treated at a premium gas station, might I add, sir. And this is the stupid BMW drivers. Like, people like defend BMW and stuff like that. I'm like, you guys are all the same, It's like, you all the same. Like, that BMW driver, he's a complete jerk off. This guy jerk off. That's what that fucking guy was. That slammed his door 3 times and was yelling at me and cursing out. Now I cursed back at him. Because I'm not surrendering to that shit. I'm not surrendering to hateful ass people. I did that before. I'm not doing it again. You want to curse me out? I'm gonna curse right back at you, buddy. And you making threats to me and stuff like that. You can threaten me once. You're not gonna threaten me twice. Just telling you that. You slam the door, I'll slam the door harder at you. And I'll Gen Z stare at you, like, no cap. Like, I'll Gen Z stare at you hard as shit, buddy. Like, let me show you. Like, I'll Gen Z stare you down, buddy. I'll Gen Z stare you down if you decide you want to, like, act crazy and shit like that. Get this, I'm gonna act crazy back at you. And then you just start driving around the gas station like a maniac, and I just start pulling off. I'm like, yo, I'm about to beat the crap out of this person right now. And I know YouTube is like, doesn't want violence and stuff like that. I'm just saying what is going on is like, this is what the real world is. People disrespect you, and it's like, I'm not getting disrespected. And you want to stare me down and slam your door over and over again. Fine, be like that, buddy. But I'm not surrendering down to violence and shit like that. I mean, we already know life is unaffordable, and you being a jerk off isn't helping anything. You slamming your door, threatening me, cursing you out. You're lucky as hell. Dude, I wish someone just crashed into that guy at the gas station and ruined that guy's fucking day. I'm just saying, like, and it can easily turn into a brawl like that, like a fist fight. Like, I'm not fist fighting a crazy lunatic maniac and shit like that. You don't know what that guy has or something like that. Maybe he grabs a pole and tries to hit me with a pole and shit like that. Like, I'm not, like, break my windows. Like, you lucky as hell, man. You lucky. You just act crazy as hell and you just get away with it. It's curse me out, drive around the gas station in circles and start freaking people out and shit like that. And I better call the police on that motherfucker. I'm just saying, like, I better call the police on that guy if he does that shit again to me. Like you're not gonna, like, press me and just, like, terrorize me and into your well-being of acting like a maniac. It's not going to work. I'm just telling you, buddy, Like, I'm just not getting depressed over a depressed person screaming, cursing at me anymore. I refuse to it. I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up in life. I'm not giving up to that sorry-ass motherfucker. Sorry for me for cursing, but I'm not surrendering to that motherfucker. I'm, if people want to curse me out and shit like that, so be it, but you're not going to get me. Not going to fucking get me, buddy. Kiss these 2 hands, because that's what you're going to fucking get if you curse me out, slam your door at the gas station. Just saying. I understand life's affordable. It doesn't mean you get to be a jackass to me. I'm just saying, if life's unaffordable, and that's what I want to talk about next, like, I want to get to the power grid energy failures, like, next, like shooting a missile at the power grid. Like, I want to get into that topic, but first I got to cover this topic of, if life's unaffordable, how's that fault? How's it little old me Gen Z's fault? That life's unaffordable, and you get pissed off at me because life's unaffordable. What gives, if they shot a missile at the power grid and all the power grid goes off and all like and we're in a complete blackout and it's like we have no jobs anymore and we have no 9 to 5 jobs, that's how this shit's probably gonna end. I'm just saying. We have hyperinflation and then they shoot missiles at the power grid and turn the power grid off and stuff like that in different countries. I'm like, this shit's how it's really gonna probably end. And what would you do, guys, if all the power went out? Like, hold up, I got a flashlight somewhere. Oh, I got to talk about my raccoon animal. We can talk about that in a bit. But let me see. Where the heck? Here's my kettle cooked jalapeno flavored chips. I'm trying to find my flashlight thing. Where the heck did that go? Where did it go? So I got a flashlight. I can't even fucking find it. It's somewhere. It's for my YouTube videos at nighttime, but because right now I have 10,800 subscribers on YouTube, and every share in YouTube subscriber helps me out a lot. So let's play. Since we're 25 minutes in the video, we might as well play puppets. You know? Why not? If the energy grid goes off, we have no 9 to 5 jobs anymore. Well, baby raccoon, we kind of know that. We know if the power grid goes off, we have no jobs. And get this, it's probably better that we don't have jobs anymore because we don't have to deal with shitty people like at that gas station cursing me out. I don't know if you all been cursed out before. Leave a comment below if you've been cursed out before. But what else do you have to say, baby raccoon? If you request a Cameo, link is in the bio, it really helps us out. Oh, if you request a Cameo, link is in the bio, it really helps us out. Awesome. What else you gotta say, baby raccoon? If that guy's a jackass, he's probably a jackass to his wife. Well, yeah. If that guy is that mean, he's probably mean to his wife as well. You know, he's probably mean to his kids. This guy has no dealing. You know, this guy shouldn't be in society at all. I'm just saying, if you're gonna like drive around the gas station, he probably drives around his neighborhood angry as hell, and then his neighbors probably curse him out too. You know, it's just a whole circle of life. And if you're gonna act crazy, let me just put baby raccoon here. That's right there. If you're gonna act crazy to me, I'm gonna act crazy back. If you act crazy to me, I'm gonna act double crazy to you. Just saying. How crazy you want to go? And these boomer employers that want to harass us and push us around, how do you want to go? Just saying. But let me pull this out here without stopping the YouTube video. Let's go into the car of YouTube. Do you still see me in the YouTube video? Nobody gives a shit. Here we go. Trying to get my... Okay, now we got to crank this down so you see my face. I'm not trying to end the video. Here we go. Trying to get back in the car here. So, car vlog. How do you... Oh, here you go. So this actually turns into a tripod. How cool is that? 28 minutes in the video. We're in tripod mode. But you can't let people push you around and stuff like that or make jokes about you. Like, it's not fair. If people do that, they shouldn't be in your life. You know, people making jokes and stuff like that. Joke on somebody else. But if this shit all went off this power grid, you're going to have a lot of Gen Z people have no idea what to do. Like, we're going to run out of food and power and energy like so fast your head would spin. Like, you know how, like, during the pandemic, the gas stations, the grocery stores ran out of groceries or toilet paper. People are going to run for toilet paper. So you're going to run out of toilet paper first. If they shot a missile at the power grid, that's the first thing that's going to happen. First thing is you lose your food, you lose your water, and you get angry-ass people. So imagine you going into a Walmart, everyone's cursing each other out and freaking out each other and cursing each other out. And you're just in the shit. You're just in the moment of being a Gen Z. And, you know, while the power grid, just imagine the power grid went out. And, like, everybody's burned out. Everyone's pissed off and crazy because they have no money. Like, money it'll just, like, literally become worthless. Like, we'll be fighting over fucking toilet paper. That's, like, the next thing. Like, we'll be brawling over one thing of toilet paper. Get my voice back. Get my voice back again by drinking this orange tea. 30 minutes into the YouTube video, squad. What's up, bros? Thank you for still watching my YouTube video. We're 30 minutes in 6 seconds. That's crazy. That's cray-cray. We're unemployed and we're 30 minutes in the video. Let's go. Let's go, baby. How far can we go? How far can we go? But imagine the power grid goes off and we're in complete chaos and disorder. And everybody's going fucking nuts. Like, everyone's driving cars around fast and shit. The whole power's out. And what would happen at nighttime if we have no one driving? There's going to be car crashes and no one's going to attend to them to like a couple days. And people are going to get injured and stuff like that. And everyone's going to be fighting for themselves. It's like apocalypse shit. And then everyone's going to be like, I was preparing for this shit for so long. If the power grid, they shot a missile at the power grid and blew this shit up, we're ready for this shit. Like Gen Z, we're fucking ready for this shit. They said the boomers will be the only one that's have like the low side of the stick because they're old and will fall down the stairs and shit like that. And we're like fucking running around crazy with the electricity turning off. Shit's gonna be lit. We don't have to go to jobs anymore. Like, hopefully that happens. Well, I'm not hoping that happens, but like, this whole economic capitalistic system has to like stop, and it's gonna end some way. If the power grid doesn't go down, it's probably gonna be something else. It's probably a fucking alien invasion or something like that, or some crazy shit's probably gonna happen after that. It's gonna be some whack crazy shit that's going to go down if we keep going like this capitalistic when there's people that have like 10,000 billion dollars, like, shit's fucking ridiculous. People have 10,000 billion dollars and the some people have no money in their bank account. Like, this shit, I think the poor people are going to take over the rich people's houses and stuff. Like, in California, they're going to storm fucking mansions and stuff like that with pitchforks. Like, this shit going to be lit, buddy. This shit, like, bro, is like, this shit's going to be fucking lit. It's going to be fucking lit. Like, we're going to, like, when the fucking power goes off, this is fucking going to be awesome. Like, we don't have to go, no jobs no more. Nobody's going to give a shit anymore. Like, nobody gives a shit anymore at all. Like, how are we even going to date or get in relationships anymore? Like, we're going to be fucking fighting for ourselves. This is going to be fucking awesome. Just saying. And it's going to be everyone for themselves. If that power grid goes down, it's going to be everybody for themselves, Great Depression, like, we're going to be in the Stone Age. And we're going to be in depression and fucking fighting for our lives and shit. Shit's going to be lit. No cap. Just saying. And we're not going to be able to go to doctors, the dentists, and stuff like that. And this is when the boomers are going to fall. Just saying. Because the boomers, think about it. They only got their, like, money and shit. That's all they got. They don't got energy. They don't got life. Like, they don't got shit on us. Like, we're gonna be running around the apocalypse and shit, having fucking awesome time, and they're gonna be worried. They're gonna be like, "Oh, do I have to go to my job tomorrow and shit?" Like, that shit gonna be hilarious. That shit gonna be hilarious, fam. Like, no cap. Like, what weapon would you use in an apocalypse? Just saying. Let's see. Would be like a. Let's see, what are we going to use if there was an apocalypse? Let's see, weapon, let's say baseball, let's see, apocalypse weapons. Apocalypse weapons. I know in Call of Duty Zombies, they have this shotgun that shoots 7 times in a row. That sounds fucking awesome. Let's see. I don't think I can show this on YouTube. But a baseball bat with spikes, that sounds pretty cool. A katana. A mailbox with spikes on it. That's kind of creative. Let's see. In the zombie apocalypse, what would you use? Well, this is normal life, but let's see. Glasses. Oh, is that a machete with fire on it? Holy crap! Coca-Cola. That looks badass. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of that. Hold on, let me see. Like in apocalypse, like you're gonna be using this weapon. Hold up. Let's see. I can't zoom in on it. Let's see. Okay, it's on pin interest. I'm trying to so you can actually see it. So look at that. That's like a machete with fire on it. That's fucking badass. So what about that? Let's see. What other tools can you use of mass destruction? Well, not mass destruction. oh yeah, here's the baseball bat. It's gonna look like this. Maybe with spikes and stuff like that. So imagine that shit. The apocalypse fucking happens. We got machetes going. People drive around in fucking cyber trucks and shit like that on autopilot, and we have these fucking machetes on fire, and fire machetes and baseball bats with spikes, and mailboxes with spikes in them, and fucking fighting for our lives and shit over toilet paper. Let's go, fam. Bros, this is how it ends. Let's go. This is how it goes down. I'm just saying, if this shit goes south, this is how what's going to happen. And this Great Depression and shit like that. Baby Raccoon, what do you think about the using those weapons? Well, a katana or a machete with fire is pretty badass. Well, I do agree, Baby Raccoon. That is pretty badass to use a matana machete with fire on it. You probably fight off zombies, or imagine if there's zombies and the power goes off and like the war and shit like that. Yo, imagine if that shit go down. Yo, we ready for this shit, man. Gen Z, we're ready for this stuff. And people be Gen Z staring and stuff all over the place. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, the power just fucking went off. Like, it'll be gradual. Like, the power just completely go off. And, like, we'll be like, yo, what the fuck's going on? And then, like we can't charge our phones and stuff like that. And our phones still work. And, like, the news is saying, like, on our phones that the power just went off, like, permanently. You're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Yo, then people will fist fight over gas. Or, like, that's when that shit's going down. People will be having fucking shotguns with 7 automatic shotguns and fucking machetes with fire at the gas station. We're fucking fighting for the gasoline. That's how this shit is gonna go. Yo, that's if we're in the Great Depression shit, like, that's shit gonna go down. Like, we're not gonna have no jobs no more. Money's gonna be worthless. You know, just saying. That's how it's gonna go. But, you know, I mean... Well, thanks for watching the full YouTube video, and share all my YouTube videos, and click the links in the bio. Follow me on Instagram. That's my, I post all photos and stuff of my real life. Thanks for watching. I love everyone. I'll see you in the next YouTube video on Jeremy the Entrepreneur. And these are longer kind of videos. If you guys like the 40-minute kind of videos, I think they're actually pretty more badass. And I'll just snip this into little videos, so it's pretty cool. Like, I'll talk about the Great Depression, and what else did I talk about? Fist fighting at the gas station, and people apocalypse, and the shooting missile at the power grid, and the machetes on fire. Like, this video is fucking epic right now, and the aliens taking over and shit. Maybe, like catch you in the next video, baby.